The British Army has effectively emptied its tactical reserves by sending nearly 100% of its operational AS90 Braveheart self-propelled howitzer fleet directly onto the front lines of Ukraine. This unprecedented transfer has left British soil temporarily exposed, creating a critical firepower deficit in Europe that defense ministries cannot resolve until at least 2028. Leading global defense analysts argue that, on paper, their only tactical salvation would be the recent €1.15 billion contract signed in May 2026 for German RCH-155 wheeled artillery systems. Until those units arrive, the United Kingdom has placed its entire land-based deterrence on a single, historic gamble. The United Kingdom made a strategic choice to sacrifice its own active defense stock to save the front line in the Donbas. Over 70 units of the AS90 Braveheart have now transitioned from quiet storage facilities in Salisbury Plain to the mud-covered artillery duels of Eastern Europe, where they are operated by the elite 116th and 117th Mechanized Brigades. For years, this massive armored system was heavily criticized as a commercial failure by BAE Systems after failing to secure a single direct export contract. Yet in 2026, this forgotten weapon has become the ultimate asset for the Ukrainian army as they face a severe shortage of classic Soviet-era 152mm ammunition. But can a platform designed in the late 20th century genuinely survive against the brutal reality of modern drone warfare? Or will the harsh logistics of this conflict render these advanced machines completely useless on the battlefield? Before we go on, what is your perspective on this massive transfer of Western armor? And tell me where you are watching from. Subscribe now to follow this deep dive into modern warfare. To understand why Ukrainian artillery crews favor this British platform over traditional Soviet systems, we must examine the fundamental clash of engineering philosophies. The AS90 Braveheart utilizes a 155mm L39 caliber barrel. On paper, when firing conventional L15A2 high explosive projectiles, its maximum range is 24.7 kilometers. This matches the exact range of the standard Russian AS90 M-S, which uses a longer 152mm L47 barrel. However, the true advantage of the British design lies not in raw distance, but in speed, automation, and electronic intelligence. The AS90 Braveheart features a fully electric turret drive and an integrated fire control computer with an advanced auto-laying system. When a target coordinate is detected by reconnaissance drones, the British platform can come to a complete halt, automatically adjust its massive barrel based on digital data, and fire a burst rate of 3 rounds within just 10 seconds. The entire process from stopping the vehicle, executing the fire mission, and returning to a driving position takes less than 60 seconds. In comparison, legacy Soviet systems like the Tu-S3 Akatsia or older variants of the Tu-S19 M-S require 90 to 120 seconds to complete the same task, due to their heavy reliance on manual or semi-automatic mechanical adjustments. Furthermore, the AS90 Braveheart is fully compatible with NATO digital battlefield management networks and precision-guided munitions. When deploying satellite-guided artillery shells, the British platform achieves a circular error probable of under 5 meters, functioning like a long-range sniper rifle. This high precision contrasts sharply with the traditional Soviet doctrine of mass saturation, where batteries must fire dozens of standard unguided 152mm shells to guarantee the neutralization of a single fortified position. While this high degree of automation gives the British platform a clear advantage, the harsh realities of the Ukrainian theater have exposed a severe logistical crisis. The rapid combat pace of 2026 has forced these vehicles into intense artillery duels, where technical parameters alone cannot guarantee survival. The shoot and scoot tactic protects the AS90 Braveheart from traditional counter-battery radar systems, but it leaves the large vehicle completely exposed to a different threat: the rapid proliferation of Russian Lancet loitering munitions and first-person view strike drones. Independent field reports from the frontline highlight a critical technical blind spot regarding the British weapon system. Because the 39 caliber barrel of the AS90 Braveheart is shorter than modern 52 caliber systems like the French Caesar or the German Panzerhaubitze 2000, Ukrainian operators frequently use maximum propellant charges. This technique is necessary to extend the combat range toward 30 kilometers when firing base bleed projectiles. However, forcing excessive gas pressure into the chamber causes the barrel to degrade at an accelerated rate. This extreme wear has triggered a major supply chain crisis for the 116th and 117th Mechanized Brigades. The original manufacturing lines at BAE Systems were deactivated years ago, meaning that replacement barrels for the 39 caliber configuration are highly restricted. Consequently, field workshops are facing immense pressure to maintain operational readiness without a steady flow of official spare parts. The heavy combat weight of 45 metric tons also restricts mobility during the annual mud seasons, making these vehicles vulnerable to aerial detection if the crew fails to retreat within the vital 60-second window. Technology has delivered exceptional precision, but the massive scale of modern consumption continues to test the physical limits of British engineering. Looking ahead into the next 12 months, defense intelligence indicators suggest a 60% probability that the operational fleet of the AS90 Braveheart will face a steep decline in readiness. Without a hot production line for 39 caliber barrels from BAE Systems, Ukrainian engineers will likely be forced to cannibalize damaged units to keep a smaller core active. This tactical reality proves that the intense combat of 2026 is no longer just a test of technology, but a brutal contest of industrial endurance. The strategic legacy of the AS90 Braveheart reveals an ironic historical twist. A platform that failed to achieve commercial success during peacetime has ultimately fulfilled its destiny on the most demanding conventional battlefield of the 21st century. The United Kingdom made a calculated sacrifice, accepting a temporary domestic firepower gap until their new German-designed RCH-155 wheeled systems arrive in 2028. This decision provided Ukraine with a sophisticated, highly accurate weapon capable of outsmarting standard Soviet artillery doctrine through sheer speed and digital precision. However, while British engineering protects the lives of its crews with superior automation, it cannot escape the reality that a highly advanced weapon is only as powerful as the supply chain supporting it. The profound lesson of this deployment is that technical superiority at the micro level must always be backed by mass and sustainable logistics at the macro level. A brilliant weapon system can win local duels, but industrial capacity wins protracted wars of attrition. As these remaining British systems continue to operate across the Eastern Front, their survival remains a delicate balance between digital sophistication and physical exhaustion. Can highly specialized Western technology truly replace the sheer mechanical resilience and massive volume of traditional Soviet artillery doctrine over the long term? Or is mass still the ultimate king of the battlefield? Share your thoughts below.